What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial advisor. Welcome to my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here's GOVX, GOVX Labs. This finishes at $3.90 today. That is up 42.86%. So for the past week, this stock and a few other monkeypox plays has been short squeezing. We covered a few of the other monkeypox plays. This one wasn't as popular, but today this did make StockTwits top 10, had over 2,000 mentions. So today we're going to analyze it. So there's a reason as to why this stock is still short squeezing. We had some news, so let's check that out. So on Thursday, the company announced the publication of a peer-reviewed animal efficacy study of its modified vaccine, Ankara, vectored vaccine against Sudan Ebola virus. So that was really bullish news. The momentum continued into Friday. And then over the weekend, we got news that New York City declared monkeypox a public health emergency, which in turn has caused all of the monkeypox plays to keep squeezing even more. So that was the biggest factor as to why the stock is still squeezing so hard today. But all right, let's go ahead. Let's jump right in and analyze here. So first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 55 cents. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 425, 490, or even 560. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle where this has the potential to go all the way back up to 750 or 860. Although I do believe the most realistic tops would be 475 or 490. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And here we have a bull flag developing. No confirmation just yet, but here's the flag pole. And we do have the flag developing now. So all we would need is the flag to finish developing for the bull flag to complete. And that would be a bullish indicator that is suggesting that the stock may break out to the upside. And now onto the bearish stuff. So this appears to be a head and shoulders developing. Here's the first shoulder. And today the head formed. So the second shoulder has not formed yet, but that's the next step. And that would be a bearish indicator that is suggesting that stock is due for a sell-off. And then we have a double gap up. First gap up is back at 340. So that's a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back down to 340 to fill this gap. And second gap up is at 70 cents. So another bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back down to 70 cents to fill this gap. And those gaps should fill in the short term. And here we do have an ascending channel forming. Right now the upper channel is at 550 and the lower channel is at 220. So if this breaks 550 to the upside, that'd be bullish, and if it breaks 220 to the downside, that'd be bearish. But right now, the ascending channel is a neutral indicator. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 395 and 380. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 395, 405, 415, 425, 435, 445, 455, 470, 480, 490, 510, 530, 550, 560, 570, 575, 585, $6, 610, 625, 690, and then 750. There is resistance above 750, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 380, 375, 360, 355, 345, 340, 325, 310, 290, 275, 260, 250, 240, 235, 225, 215, 210, 195, 185, 175, 165, 160, 150, 140, 135, 125, 120, 110, 105, 98 cents, 89 cents, 84 cents, 78 cents, 70 cents, 63 cents, and then the low of 55 cents. So right now at the current price, 390, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 175 to the downside, the channel starts to narrow. If/when this breaks 175, RSI is currently at 90. So that is extremely overbought, extremely overvalued. So be careful, guys. And this did 114 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way above the average of 5 million. So this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Definitely still short squeezing here, although it does appear like the momentum is cooling off, so the squeeze may be winding down and coming to an end soon. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So the fact that this went from 70 cents to over $4 is pretty insane in itself. The monkeypox squeeze is still on, and a lot of bullish PR, definitely helping the stock out in the past few days. So long term, the stock still appears to be bullish. Again, we have a strong bullish indicator in the cup and handle, but short term, this is starting to look really, really bearish. We have some very strong bearish indicators in the head and shoulders, double gap up, and RSI. So as with every short squeeze, this is going to have to come crashing down, just a matter of when, not if. So it's pretty much a game of hot potato at this point, guys. Be very careful. Someone's going to get caught holding the bag. Make sure it's not you. So therefore, if you want to go long, non-financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend it. You missed a lot of upside here in the past week. You should have went long anywhere from 70 cents to $3, and here at $3.90, it's a bit too late to go long. That would probably be FOMO at this point. So the current entry of $3.90 is definitely a terrible entry, very overbought, very overvalued at the moment, according to the RSI, and this looks like it's due for some pretty significant pullback. Again, there is a gap up at 70 cents, and that should fill in the short term. And from the current price of $3.90 down to 70 cents, that would be over an 80% downside. So massive downside potential here in the short term. And I really don't think it's going to go too much higher to the upside because the squeeze is getting pretty ridiculous at this point. But it is still possible. I think it mostly goes up to $4.90 to complete the cup there. And from the current price of $3.90, that would be over a 25% upside potential. So I would say going long at the current price, $3.90, would be a high risk, medium reward play. Not really worth it in my opinion. But if you're a little patient here, this should pull back down to 70 cents to fill the gap. And I think that'd be an excellent entry. That's near the all-time low, massive upside potential in the long term, and really shouldn't go too much further to the downside from there. So I would say going long at 70 cents where the gap is would be a low risk, very high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. So I don't like the entry of $3.90. So I don't like the current entry of $3.90, but I can't support going long at 70 cents. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at these supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short now, financial advice, looks like a really good play to me. Again, the squeeze is getting pretty ridiculous, very overbought, very overvalued at the moment. Really shouldn't go too much higher to the upside. This is losing momentum. A lot of bearish indicators here. Again, this should pull back down to 70 cents in the short term to fill the gap there, and that would be over an 80% downside potential. So massive downside potential here in the short term. So I would say going short at the current price, $3.90, would be a medium risk, high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. I say medium risk because the stock is still short squeezing. So while it should pull back pretty soon, there is still more upside potential in the meantime. Ape's still in here, so anything can happen. Pretty unlikely though. And I say high reward play because, again, over an 80% downside potential here. So you really can't go too wrong shorting here at $3.90. So I can't support going short at $3.90 and higher. And again, I would cover at 70 cents where the gap is. So pretty straightforward, guys. This stock has been short squeezing like crazy, along with some of the other monkeypox plays. This one is more low key though. And with New York declaring a state of emergency due to the monkeypox over the weekend, the stock went absolutely soaring. So really happy for the apes. But at this point, it's starting to look pretty bearish. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. This squeeze is getting a bit ridiculous at this point. A lot of strong bearish indicators in the short term, losing momentum. So this really shouldn't go too much further to the upside. $3.90 is a very bad entry on the long side. Overbought, overvalued at the moment. So I don't like the current entry of $3.90. But I can support going long at 70 cents where the gap is. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at these supports that I mentioned before. I think that'd be an excellent entry. Really can't go too wrong there. Massive upside potential in the longer term and really shouldn't go too much further to the downside. That's near the all-time low. And if you want to go short, looks like a really good play to me. For the same reasons, going long looks like a bad play. Going short looks like a good play right now. Overbought, overvalued. The squeeze is coming to an end, losing momentum. A lot of strong bearish indicators. So as long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure here, you should be able to make at least 80% to the downside here. So I can support going short at the current price, $3.90 and higher. And again, I would cover at 70 cents where the gap is. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is GOVX, GOVX Labs. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.